What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we just had another absolutely massive day. It doesn't even feel real at this point, guys. We had another, 18 unit day or something crazy like that. We cashed a 8x here, an 8x here with this Louisville-Miami game. Actually, both of these were the Louisville-Miami game. As you guys can see, I took the overs on these players, and if you guys don't know what I do correlation. I'm going to be kind of talking about that today. I pretty much talk about it every single day, but I mean, it's not rocket science, guys. I take a quarterback over, I take his number one receiver over, and they normally cash together, all right? In this play right here, we actually hit a 6x right here, technically like a 5.75x, whatever you want to call it, and I actually did the exact opposite. I took the unders, right? This team was going against the number one pass defense in Nebraska. You guys can see they still won. They still crushed Nebraska, but I took the unders because they were playing a very good pass defense. And you'll see I either take the overs or the unders, guys. It's not that difficult to explain, but you will see we have absolutely dominated, okay? So, this was tonight. This was yesterday, okay? On Thursday, this is what we did on Thursday. It was another 15 unit day, and this is what we did last weekend, guys. Between Thursday and Sunday last weekend, we went up 40 units alone. And I'll be honest with you guys, coming off of last weekend, I was a little bit surprised. I was like, wow, 40 unit weekend's a massive weekend. I don't know how we're going to top that. If every single football weekend I'm expecting to go up 15 to 25 units. That's how big football is. That's how massive football correlation is, and why we make so much money in the long term. But I was like, guys, 40 units, that's a pretty massive weekend. We are on track to maybe have a 50 or 60 unit weekend this weekend, guys. We have already cashed so much this weekend, which I count Thursday to Sunday. That's kind of the weekend because that's when football really starts. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 setups already, guys, and this one down here could also be a setup for us. This game's still happening. 9 setups going into tomorrow and the next day, which is Saturday, Sunday, which is obviously massive football day. And if you guys don't know, we're up 118 units so far since the summer. So this is since May 1st right here. Since May 1st, my handwriting is horrible right now, obviously, but since May 1st, we are up 118 units. That is my interpretation of drawing May 1st. And you'll see here in 2025 so far this year, from January till now, this very day, we're up 231 units, guys, which means if you're a $10 bettor, you'd be up close to $2.5 grand betting on my plays so far this year, guys. And again, if you're up that much money, I would expect you to slowly increase your bankroll, maybe $10 to $12 to $15 to $17 to $20, slowly increasing your bankroll throughout the months. And you'll see here in 2024, we went up 600 units in 2024, again, using this exact same strategy. I got a lot to go over in today's video, so I'm trying to rapid fire some stuff off. In today's video, guys, I am giving away, not in today's video, but you can enter in a giveaway, which is a signed Christian Gonzalez jersey right here, guys. So please leave a like on this video and comment on this video, and that is how you're going to be entered to win this giveaway here. Every single day this week, if you like and comment on all my videos this week, I'm going to be giving this away next Friday. So a week from today, I'll be giving this away. And again, every single video so far this week, if you like and comment on my videos every single day, you'll be entered in a additional entry, okay? So it's kind of like a raffle ticket. You'll have an additional raffle ticket in the entry to win this signed jersey by Christian Gonzalez. You can see right here, he's signing the jersey actually in this picture here, and I'm going to be getting this in the next couple of days, so I'm very excited to be holding this jersey up, showing you guys the jersey, and then again, whoever wins this, I'll be shipping that out to you next week, guys. So again, like, comment, subscribe every single day this week. Again, like and comment on this video so you guys can be entered to win this giveaway. Just comment, let's go, let's go, let's get hype, let's have another massive weekend, guys. Be positive in the comments, and you guys will be entered in this giveaway to win. I already went over how much we are up. I already went over we had a massive weekend. I don't know how much I'm going to go into this because I was having trouble fitting everything on the screen. I mean, there was so much that I could fit on the screen. It was insane, but I told you guys we're going to have a signed giveaway today. Onyx Odds, I have a play for you guys, and you guys can actually get a free $100 on Onyx Odds, okay? So a free $100 that you guys can potentially have if you don't have Onyx Odds yet, and that's going to be available for everyone. And Onyx Odds, I have a better play, and then at the end of the day, we have 14 plays in today's video, okay, guys? So better Onyx Odds, and then 11 plays on PrizePicks I'm going to be rapid firing through, okay? So first pick of the day is on Onyx Odds, as I mentioned. If you guys don't have Onyx Odds yet, you're missing out on so much free money. They have a free $100 that they are giving out to people, okay? This is a promo that they're running. I don't know how much longer they're going to be running it, okay? They actually shut it down at the end of September, and there was so much, like not backlash, but they had, you know, people wanted it back so much, they actually brought it back, okay? So I don't know if this is going to last till this weekend. I don't know if it's going to last till the end of October. I don't know if they just have it up indefinitely, guys. I'm not sure. All I know is I talked to the founder of Onyx Odds. He's kind of a crazy person. He wants as many people to sign up for Onyx Odds as possible, and that obviously benefits us because you're going to get a free $100 in picks to sign up for Onyx Odds, all right, guys? So if you want to sign up for Onyx Odds, again, I don't know why you wouldn't, because you'll get a free $100 in picks and you'll get a free month of the VIP, all right, guys? All you have to do is text me the word Onyx to my number right here on the screen, all right? That's 512-270-0440. Just text me the word Onyx, and I'll get you guys into Onyx Odds. Now, the play of the day on Onyx Odds is Jalen Waddle under 4.5 receptions. You don't have to take this play if you don't want to, but this is what I'm taking on Onyx. I try to give you guys a play on Onyx, and what I would do is I would put $10 into Onyx, take a $10 entry into Onyx Odds with code detective, and then you guys will get that $100 in free picks on Onyx Odds right here to deploy throughout the weekend. And I'm going to be firing off picks on Onyx Odds. It's something that, you know, I give out a lot of picks on Onyx, on REBET, and then of course on PrizePicks on my VIP. All right, guys. So again, just text me the word Onyx. It is legitimately as simple as that. I'll also have a link to this play. It's like a hyperlink with my code down in the pinned comment. So you'll see here it'll just say like link to tail or link to Onyx or something like that. And if you click that link, you'll also sign up for Onyx through that. But make sure to screenshot the entry you guys take, and then you guys, if you send it to this number here, which is my personal number, I'll give you that 1 month code to get into my VIP for free. All right, you guys can actually do the same thing with Onyx, like I just mentioned, with REBET, which also has a $100 match, and with Better. Okay, so these are the 3 apps that I promote: Onyx, REBET, Better. I use them a lot in the VIP. Better actually today has 4 discounts, and I'm going to be getting into that too, right? So Better has 4 discounts today. One of them is Matthew Stafford to just go over 1 passing yard. Okay, so that's going to be another play I have today. And let's actually just get into that. Let's get into that real quick. All right, so here's the play on Better. It is legitimately Matthew Stafford to throw 1 passing yard. Right, so obviously he's going to do that. This is as free as an entry gets. I will say these are limited to $10 a slip, so you can only play $10 or more or less on these entries because it is such a crazy promo on Better. That's how a lot of these apps are today. But I'm telling you guys, I see way too many people not utilizing discounts. Like if your bankroll is less than like $1,000, which I don't know how many people are betting with like bankroll is $1,000 or more. Like I feel like a lot of you guys, like, this is completely fine, but I feel like a lot of people are like in that like $200 to $500 range. If you're in that range, guys, utilize these promos. Like put money on Matthew Stafford over 1 pass yard. Like why are we going into all these crazy analytics and stuff when you could just take Matthew Stafford over 1 pass yard, put $10 on it, and it's $10 to win $30. Like I'm telling you guys, if you're consistent, if you're disciplined, and you just go through Sleeper, Better, Chalkboard, Onyx Odds, REBET, Underdog, PrizePicks, and you just go through every single discount that they give out a day, like you can make probably $200-$300 a month doing that. If you're just disciplined every day, every morning or every night, just go through these discounts and take these entries here. So Matt Stafford, guys, over 1 pass attempt. I'm pairing it up with Tyler Algier, so that's going to be your first play of the day. Tyler Algier over 7.5 rush yards on Better. By the way, you're going to get a free $10 for signing up for Better and $200 in bonus cash on your first deposit. All right, so if you deposit $200, you'll get a free $200. So you can start out with $400 on Better. If you want to just deposit $50, you'll start out with another $50. So you'll start out with $100 in total, all right? So first play on Onyx, second play on Better, and then again, I have 11 plays today on PrizePicks that I'm about to rapid fire off. Last thing of the day, guys. I told you guys it's going to be a longer video, but these were the discounts that I've been giving out. I've been giving out Hertz 90% off, and this sold out within 12 hours or 10 hours, something like that. Yesterday I gave out Hauser, and this was 90% off also. This also got sold out within 8 hours of my video releasing, guys. So again, these are 90% off codes. They were very fun. You know, it was get my VIP for $10 for a week or $25 for a month, something like that. But I want to do even better for you guys. I want to have it bigger, have it better. I know there's a lot of guys that, you know, you're like, wow, look at what we can do. You guys see the potential of what we have and the real strategy that we use on the VIP, which is using correlation. Again, look at Carson Beck, look at Daniels, guys. There was like a 40-yard pass to Daniels in this game that, you know, shot Carson Beck's projection up, and then that shot Daniels' projection up, of course, also, right? And again, if you guys want to lock in for a longer term, I am actually running probably the biggest discount that I'm going to be running all season right here, and is a rest of season pass for 85% off. Okay, so if you come onto my winnable here, these are all of my passes. Normally a month of my VIP is $250 and a week of my VIP is $95. And then again, I have full VIP access for 2025 for $1,000, and then I have a full rest of season pass for $1,000. Now, if you click this link here, it's going to take you to this page. This will also be the first comment, the first thing in the pinned comment on my description. If you type in code LOCK right here, look at what this code does to you guys. All right, it brings this all the way down to $150 for the rest of the season. This is going to be every single one of my plays up until Super Bowl 60. So you're going to get all my plays up until the Super Bowl, guys. This is like another like 4 to 5 months of betting. We're legitimately only on like week 7 of the NFL. We're like a third of the way through the season. This isn't even counting playoffs either, guys. We have so much more of the season left. We went up 40 units last week. We're on track to go up maybe 50 to 60 units this week, guys. This is not going to be the last week this happens. This is not the first week. This is not the last week this is going to happen. Again, I did this all last season. We went up like 400 units or something like that. You're going to grow your bankroll so much getting into this season pass. It's not even funny. This is going to be the craziest discount of the year, of the season so far. It is $150 to get the rest of my VIP plays up until the end of the season. You might be able to pay this off, honestly, this weekend or maybe even next weekend, something like that. It depends how much you bet, obviously, but you'll be able to pay this off by probably next weekend, maybe the weekend after that, and then you guys will get the rest of the season completely free. If you do want to finance it with Klarna or Afterpay, that is also an option. Again, you can do that if you want, and again, I'm going to have only 10 spots available for this, okay, guys? So lock this in while you can. It is going to sell out fast, and this is an absolute insane opportunity to make a ton of money right this week and the rest of the season on PrizePicks, guys, all right? So use code LOCK, guys. That is a massive discount that I'm giving out. And again, honestly, I was back and forth if I was going to give this out or not, but I wanted to give back to you guys. I also kind of wanted to celebrate our past, weekend and a half that we have had so far of absolute dominating PrizePicks, all right? So let's keep dominating PrizePicks. Let's get into the VIP. Again, I give you guys a ton of ways to get into the VIP. You can get in for a whole season, $150. I'm telling you guys, that is not even close to the value that you will be getting. And then you guys can also sign up for Onyx, for REBET, and for Better. Alrighty, so let's get into the PrizePicks plays of the day. I know you guys have been waiting for these. We have 11 picks in today's video. Now, the method of the madness is not that every single entry is going to hit. That would be really, really unrealistic for me to say. I'm never going to come on here and say that every single entry is a lock or every single entry is going to hit, guaranteed to hit. That is just absolutely unrealistic. And if you're listening to anyone that says that, you need to honestly unfollow them because they're just completely lying to you. So again, I wouldn't even pair all these up as 6-mans or something like that together. What I would do is I would look for different discounts, especially if you're a lower bankroll player, and I would just pair these entries up, maybe on Better, maybe on Sleeper, maybe on Chalkboard, maybe on PrizePicks, whatever it is, and then also pick out some of your favorite ones and pair these up as 2 and 3-mans, okay? So first play of the day is going to be on college football, and I'm going to take Josh Cameron over receiving yards. I think this is going to be an absolute barn burner of a game, a very, very, very high-scoring game. You'll see Josh Cameron hits this pretty much every single week. He did not hit it last week. The reason why he didn't hit this is because Michael Trigg actually took a lot of receiving yards, which is his tight end. Now, he got 155 yards last week. I watched this game very closely. Michael Trigg's great. I don't think he's going to get 155 yards again. Now, this is Baylor TCU. This is absolutely set up like crazy for a high-scoring game, okay, guys? So first play, Josh Cameron. Second play, you guys know how it is. If you guys have been watching this channel for, this season, I always like to take Haynes King under. Why? Because he is a run-first quarterback, okay? So if Georgia Tech finds themselves in a game where they are winning this football game, they're going to run the ball like crazy. They're going to run the ball with Haynes King, and they're pretty much going to almost play like the Philadelphia Eagles, okay? This is a very similar team to the Eagles where they run the ball with their quarterback like crazy, all right? So that's the second play. Third play is going to be Jadarian Price. No, they took his line off. Okay, it was Jadarian Price under receiving yards. I think they did take his line off, though, guys. Yeah, let me just check this real quick. Notre Dame. It was Price under receiving yards, and I do believe that they took that off. So, no, sorry, it was Jeremiah Love. What am I talking about? I have Price written down, but it was Jeremiah Love. Okay, so this is it right here. Jeremiah Love under receiving yards. This is the play here. Price is the other running back. So I guess I just got confused when I was writing that. I have a little notepad next to me detailing all these plays out. But yeah, it's actually Jeremiah Love under receiving yard. I don't know why I wrote Price. This is going to be the third play here. Again, Notre Dame just has a ton of playmakers, and they're all kind of like similar skill level, right? They have a tight end that's good. They have like 3 receivers that are good. They have 2 running backs that are good. And all of these guys are like NFL level talent type stuff, and there's just too many players to spread the ball around, and having 25 yards as a running back out of the backfield is a lot, okay? So that's why I'm taking him under there. And then these are going to be plays that I'm less confident in. These are kind of leans in college football. Garrett Nussmeier under pass yards is going to be one of them here. I think Garrett Nussmeier is okay. He's kind of disappointed me a lot this year. He's playing Vanderbilt, so I do think this is going to be a competitive game. But really with Garrett Nussmeier, guys, against Vanderbilt is a very run-happy team, and they love to waste the clock. So a lot of Vanderbilt drives are like 3-yard runs, 5-yard runs with Diego Pavia, and it really, really drains the clock, okay? So what ends up happening to opponents against Vanderbilt is they just don't have enough time to get that many yards. If you see a lot of these teams in shootouts, it's because they're throwing a lot of incomplete passes, and the clock is stopping, and the games just drag on very long. But when Vanderbilt plays, it's a run-first team, it's a run-happy team, and the game just ends very quickly. You know, you'll be a blink of an eye, and the game's already at halftime, or the game's already in the middle of the second, middle of the third quarter, something like that. They have these very long out, drawn out games, and they really like to just absolutely crush their opponents with time of possession. So that's why I'm going with that. And then the last play on college football is actually going to be DJ Lagway. I don't know why I can't spell, but DJ Lagway, and I'm going to take him under fantasy score, okay, guys? So I actually talked about this in the Texas game, and we took him over in the Texas game, and his line was 11.5 in the Texas game, okay? So his line has now increased by 7 fantasy score since that game. So, I mean, we took him over at 11.5 because that was an absolute gimme, but now his line's at 18.5. It's the same thing. I just think it's too high. Mississippi State is actually a really, really solid team. I think they have a top 15 defense, so I'm taking DJ Lagway to go under. Again, I think DJ Lagway, I think he's okay. I think he's played actually pretty decent the past couple of weeks, but I think 18.5 is really high for fantasy score. You guys will see he got 2 pass touchdowns versus Texas and versus Texas A&M, and he still just barely went over by in Texas here, and then he actually went under in Texas A&M by 4 whole fantasy score, okay, guys? So, again, I'm taking him under. I think that is a little bit too high for him. So, going through these again, I'm just going to lock this in just for tracking reasons, but we have Josh Cameron, over, we have Haynes King under, we have Jeremiah Love under receiving yards, we have Garrett Nussmeier under, and then we have DJ Lagway under fantasy score, all right, guys? So that's going to be it for the college football plays. Let's go ahead and move on to the NFL plays, all right? So the NFL plays, again, going to rapid fire through these pretty quick. We have Isaiah Pacheco under rush yards. I love taking him under. He really has gone under pretty much every single week. After his injury, and his injury was last year. You know, if you look at some of these, like, is his fantasy score on, but I love taking his fantasy score under. I know he went over last week, but I think he had a pretty long run last week, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. He just had an 11-yard run, but I think he's going to go under again. I think the Chiefs, by the way, they have Rashee Rice back. They have Rashee Rice. They have Worthy. They have they have Hollywood Brown, and they have Kelsey. I don't know why I couldn't think of Kelsey. They have Kelsey, they have Kareem Hunt, they have Isaiah Pacheco. You know, it's kind of similar to that Notre Dame sort of thing where they just have too many people to spread the ball to. And again, Kansas City has been throwing like crazy. Patrick Mahomes has thrown like 36 times a game sometimes, and I don't see any reason why he wouldn't throw it 30 plus times in this game, because now he has his number 1 receiver back in Rashee Rice. So if anything, they're probably going to throw even more that Rashee Rice is that Rashee Rice is now in. Now I gave this one out in yesterday's video. It was Jaden Daniels over pass yards. This is now bumped by about 10 yards. And I honestly don't know why it's bumped, because Terry McLaurin got ruled out in the middle of the day today. So I don't know why this would bump up by 10 yards. I still do like Jaden Daniels over in some way, just because the Cowboys suck so much at defense. I am kind of leaning to his over pass plus rush yards now. This is probably the play that I would go with, if anything, if you guys do want to bet over on the Commanders. Again, this is kind of a lean more than anything, just because I did like him at 222, but now he's at 231 with Terry McLaurin out. So, it's kind of up to you if you want to take it. Third play in NFL here is going to be Alvin Kamara over 11.5 rush yards. This is just simply too low. I actually think they have a decent shot of like being pretty close with the Bears here, and I think the Bears, they either play very good or they look very, very bad, and I think this might be a game, kind of a trap game for the Bears. And again, if the Saints end up winning this game, if they're winning in the third, fourth quarter, they're going to have a lot of rush attempts to Alvin Kamara, right? So that's going to be that. And then we are going to take Jalen Hurts. I love taking Jalen Hurts as unders, guys, and we're going to take him under longest pass completion, all right? I like his under pass yards also, but I'm going to take his under pass longest completion right here. I really like this one here for this game. And then we are also going to take Guys, I got a lot of plays today, I'm realizing. Two more plays for you guys. Jawan Jennings, and we're going to take him under 3.5 receptions, all right? Again, kind of similar thing with the 49ers. They just have a lot of players happening. They have, McCaffrey, obviously. They have Bourne. They have, Jawan Jennings. They have another guy that I'm forgetting his name. That's kind of like an older guy. And then now they also have George Kittle coming back. So Jawan Jennings, he's just kind of lost in this mix. And you'll see, if anything, the games that he should have performed were these two games here when like everyone was injured. Kittle was injured. And Brandon Ayuk has been injured the whole year. And now Kittle's coming back, guys. I just think this is a little bit too high for him. He really hasn't been the player that he was last year, and I think even last year was a little bit of a flash in the pan. Now, this is going to be a lean, kind of similar to the Jaden Daniels one, but I do like Devontae Adams in some way, shape, or form like his over. I kind of like his over touchdown. I kind of like his over fantasy score a little bit, and then I kind of like his over receiving yards a little bit. I think the one thing that I'm probably the most confident in would be either his longest reception right here or his over touchdown, okay? These are the ones that, again, it's kind of a lean just because I don't know where I'm at with Devontae Adams. All I know is Matthew Stafford absolutely loves his number one target, okay? You guys saw it, first of all, with Calvin Johnson way back in the day. You guys saw it with Cooper Kupp a little bit back in the day, and then now you see it with Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua is now out, okay? He's out for an injury in this game. They're facing the Jaguars, who they should be in a competitive matchup with them. Now Devontae Adams is pretty much the only guy on this team that's going to be able to catch passes, and with that being said, he has had a very, very good year with the number one receiver next to him, okay? So think about that. He's had an extremely good year, like a very, very good year for Devontae Adams, while having the number one receiver in football right now, Puka Nacua being his number one, right? Now he's going to be the number one on this offense for about a week or two, and I think he's going to absolutely feast. So if you have Devontae Adams on your fantasy team, man, I'm happy for you because I think he's probably going to get like maybe 20 to 25 points in this game. Fantasy points, So again, I like his over fantasy score. I like his touchdowns. I like his receiving yards, and I like his over reception, longest reception right here. All right. Maybe I even like his over receptions to be quite fair. I just think he's going to get absolutely fed in this game. Now, that being said, I wouldn't overdo it with Adams. Again, this is just a lean at the end of the day. I'm probably more confident in some of these plays that I talked about, earlier in the day, but I do think you got to sprinkle in some Devontae Adams, guys. All right. So hopefully you guys got some value in today's entries, guys. Run through that real quick. Pacheco under, Jaden Daniels over pass plus rush, Alvin Kamara over rush attempt, Jalen Hurts under longest completion, Jawan Jennings under reception, and then Devontae Adams over touchdown or over longest completion, whatever you want to take, all right? So again, I want to reiterate it. We're not going to probably hit all of those, but a lot of value for you guys, hopefully. And again, if you do want to get into the VIP, I have a number of ways to do that. You can do it with Onyx, you can do it with REBET, and you can do it with Better. And again, these apps are very, very amazing. I use them every day, and they will give you free money for signing up for their app, okay? Most importantly and most crazy of them all is Onyx Odds, a free $100. So I'm sure you guys clicked on this video today and we're looking for some plays to make money. Again, you can do that completely risk-free with Onyx Odds today by getting $100. All you have to do is text me legitimately 4 letters to my number up here on the screen to go ahead and sign up for that. Again, leave a like and comment on this video, guys. We've been absolutely crushing it. We sent out a play yesterday, which was with Ashton Genty. So we'll be waiting for that for Sunday, and that might be another 5X that we hit on this channel right here, okay? So again, a lot of reason to leave likes. Again, I do want to reiterate, I don't want to come on here and say that all we do is hit. We do have some misses, of course, guys. These are four mans, 3 mans at the end of the day. You're going to have some misses. If we go to some of these graphs that track thousands of my bets, you'll see we lose quite a lot more than we win. But all that matters at the end of the day is this profit number, right? So we lose a lot. Why do we lose a lot? Because we have 4 and 3 man entries, right? You're not going to hit every one of these. You're not going to hit every other one of these. You'll see this was a play this morning. We got a little bit, unlucky, quote unquote, even though we've had a great day. This Keen guy just goes way over because he had a great game. You got to give him credit when credit's due. So we have some losses sprinkled in, of course, guys, but this is what we do. We do correlation. Hopefully you guys learned something today. If you're a longtime subscriber of this channel, man, I appreciate you. If you're new here and this is maybe the first video you've watched, I also really appreciate you. And let's make some money. Let's keep making some money. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.